mind you, they opened the portal for me. Who is my daddy but me? Like, me, I'm tired though, I cannot wait for Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know how we do it now. We talk about issues affecting the life of a student, talk about faith, and just basically ensuring that we have the best of everything. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my admission story. I'm going to be gisting you guys all the teas about my admission story. By the time I'm releasing this video, it's going to be admission process, and some schools are a lot of people are going to be paying, a lot of people are going to be waiting, a lot of people are going to be crying. I'm just going to be sharing with you my admission story, how to just tell you that don't worry, you'll be fine. Last God always works out and always shows up for people. Yeah, I started in school, in secondary school, SS3. Usually my mom doesn't like send me letters. She'll send me letters telling me, please pass your wire, kiriko, I'll be crying and all of that. It was so emotional. And then at that point I started telling God, I want this about my admission. God, I wanted this. I know obviously now everybody will be doing goals. What are your goals in your wire? A parallel period. I tried my best. I read hard. I don't know where to start from. Okay, so like we finished school. Basically the next stage was for everybody to like wait for admission. It was in July that I went home. So everybody, God, that time I don't think I've ever exhibited that type of faith. I was just having faith. You know, this kind of thing that in your mind you want to cry and shout that when will my own admission come out. But I was just quiet, talking to myself. Don't worry, I have faith. Yeah, Abuja. Okay, here was the plan. The plan was for me, I wanted to go to a very far away school. My daddy was like, no, that he wants me to stay around. He told me to write first choice, Abuja, second choice, BINGHAM. So meaning if I'm to even go to a private school, it's going to be close by, within Abuja, to tell you how bad it was. So when I went in JAM, I don't know, for some reasons, Abuja didn't have law. It wasn't in their JAM. Some people did not have law, something like that. If you have applied for JAM, you know what I'm talking about. So I called my dad. My dad was like, UNIBEN. So I put UNIBEN. So after we wrote JAM, and it was time for like do change of course, I went back to change from UNIBEN to Abuja. Yeah. So now that's aside. Somebody was even like, that Ustaz, that please help me tell you Abuja. This kind of, I was having fear. I was hearing people were having admission, like, oh my god, wow. And I was genuinely happy for them. I was like, oh my god, wow, congratulations. I was very happy. Then I think one of my friends was telling me that Abuja, that they're going to see a lot of law students, like they're not going to accept a lot of law. I made up my mind that see, if it's not law, I don't want admission. Those that were going to private school went to private schools. So kind of thing that in your heart you're like, oh you can wait. But in my heart I'm like, hey, can I wait? And then I kept on holding myself that don't worry, you get admission, that kind of thing. And then finally one day my cousin just came to the house and was like, she has got her admission. I cried my life out that day. Hey Jesus, I wanted to die. I cried. I was like, I'm tired though, I cannot wait for this admission again though. I got to November, you know, I told you guys that I applied, I wrote BINGHAM in my university. That's my second choice. So fast forward, my friend Ella Mani was already in BINGHAM. So she was like that they're going to do their matriculation in November. I told my daddy, you see these people do their matriculation in November, because I really did not want to get any extra year because of admission. Let me not say I had figured my life out, but like my heart desire was that I told my daddy was like that I should pack my things, I'm going to go to BINGHAM. That's how I packed my things and went to BINGHAM. The plan for me going to BINGHAM was to just like stay in BINGHAM till I get senior Abuja admission. So when I got to BINGHAM, they were like, I must change my first choice to BINGHAM before they give me admission. Before they allow me parking, something like first choice to BINGHAM. That's many 2 chances, and usually JAM only gives 3 chances for you to do change. After the 3rd time, you cannot change your institution again. So that was like the 2nd time for me changing my institution. I had settled down in BINGHAM, and then we're just waiting for Abuja and all of that. Meanwhile, I made my papers. Right, pastor's wife, that is a professor in Abuja, told my mom that I had gotten admission, that I should change, that when I change it to first choice, that I will see that I've gotten admission. So my mom was like that, what if they change it now and they find out that it's not law they gave me? How do I want to do change of institution? Because like you cannot do change of institution again. Hey, everybody were like everything was just on hold. So my pastor, to be a very prestigious man in around this place in Abuja situated that. So he was like that I should go and change it. That if I change it and it's not law, he's going to go and meet the VC or the register or something like that and tell him that, see, oh, I made my papers, so why won't they give me law? That kind of thing. So okay, the plan was not like, okay, oh, let's go and change of institution. Let me pack my things and start coming back to Abuja. Guess what happened? The day we went change of institution, meaning nobody can change their institution again. I said, Temi Baby, oh, I'm stuck to be The plan was never to go to a private school. The plan has always been to be in a federal school. We didn't even do matric till the next year March. We didn't March 2019. That a program in August. I went to Naval Conference Center like this in Abuja. So my mom was like, well, it was a worship drama, all of that, meet my mom there. And my mom was like that, see these our church members, okay, UNILORIN, that tell him that he wants to go to Ilorin. I was like, Mommy, Ilorin, where is Ilorin coming from? So I went to go and meet him. I was like, so I want to come to University of Ilorin. I want to transfer to Ilorin. And the plan was actually that if I pass in 100 level, that I would transfer back to Uni Abuja. Whew, I hope I'm not boring you. Times that my mom was coming, she went out. I don't know, they had a program, and then she was with a professor, a lecturer or something like that in Abuja. And the child was in Landmark or one of these private schools and was telling my mom that school something. Was she discouraging my mom from Mini Abuja? The holiday in 2019. And then we were like, oh yeah, I should apply. I applied, I paid for it online, and that was kind of the end. I was supposed to travel in August, yes, I was for holiday. They text telling me that I should check my email, like there are some requirements for me to meet up, for me to like send to them like my transcript, like a letter from my school. So I told my dad, like, Daddy, this number messaged me, like this kind of thing. He was like, save the number. He was like, save the number and call the lady. I can't remember, like, almost every time I used to go to BINGHAM. Like there are some times when I go there, my daddy, like, they will not answer me. I'll call my dad, I say, Daddy, they don't answer me, I'm coming. My dad say, I want to come home. Go back there. This is how we stay. Oh, until I get like a good explanation, or until I get what I want to do done, before you know, say, okay, start coming home. And then once in a while, I'll call her, like, good afternoon, ma. She'll be like, no, it has not started. She'll be like, no, it has not started. Okay, they have started, but they have not started for law students. Like, so I was basically on this woman's neck. Then October, I was supposed to resume 200 level in October. My mom was like, I should go and resume. My dad said I should not resume. My mom said that she cannot allow me to wait at home for like what we don't even know. I went to school, I resumed. Then it was in December, I was in my mom's shop, and I got a text message. I was like, come to complicit. I was like, what is complicit? I don't understand. And I ran to my mom's office and I showed her, like, Mom, you see this message? Or someone messaged me, and she was like, first of all, I called the number before I went to come meet the man, and the man was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know, don't ask me questions. Like, sir, please. Then I gave it to my mom. My mom spoke to him in Yoruba. Like, she was like, like, it's your child. She was trying to be calm with the guy, like, trying to, like, talk with him on a Yoruba level, that he should calm down, blah, 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 blah. So, eventually, the man was like that. He just saw my number on, I don't even understand. Like, all of us were just confused. So, we called my uncle. And he's my uncle. We called my church member. And we called him and told him what happened, and he was like that we should be careful of scam. That scam happen a lot in University of Ilorin and all this admission process. So we were like, okay, well, no problem. In January, we were supposed to write our first semester exams. Then I had already gone back to school. One evening like this, around 4 p.m. I think I was going to church or going to class to read a call, and then the person, like, I used to the person, like, yes, this person, like, that they have been trying to call me all throughout the day to tell me that I have admission. That am I still interested in admission? Like, yes, I'm interested in admission. But like that the portal closes tonight, that I should better go and accept the admission before the portal closes. I was scared. I called my daddy. I was like, Daddy, see what somebody says. See what somebody saying. Okay, a pastor from my church. He was my dad's spiritual father when my daddy was in UI, and he happens to be in Ilorin. So we now told him. He now like tried logging on the portal. I don't know why the portal was not showing my username and password. It doesn't even bring out my name. It's always telling me wrong password, and I didn't even know what exactly I did. So somebody logged in and saw that there was no admission. Me back, I was like, you don't have admission. Now why is this person like disturbing you? Like, we're already scared that it's scam, that kind of thing. So what happened was that night around 10 o'clock, because we're trying 10 o'clock, and I called the number. I was like, good evening, mama, please, sorry, ma. She like, oh, so didn't call me back later, it is late, call me tomorrow. I said, sorry, ma, sorry, ma, this. And I told her everything, that somebody called me, they have admission that is closing. She was like, yes, admission is closing, but she said I don't have admission. She's like, okay, I'll call you back the next day. That's what happened. I called her around 10 o'clock. Thank you, ma. Then next morning, my dad was like, I should send him the number of the person that called me. So I called him. Do I need to tell you the name of the professor? He's a very strong professor in faculty of law. My dad called him the next day and was talking to him. I don't even know what he said because I was in school. So my dad now called me back and explained to me that my admission cannot reflect because I never completed my form. Anyway, I called the woman from UNILORIN. So I called her. She was like that, yes, that I have admission. So she went to the deputy vice chancellor. So she went to meet the deputy vice chancellor. That see this small girl always disturbed me. She always called me, blah blah blah, because I was always calling her. So the deputy chancellor said I must come the next day. That if not, I should just forget about it. I was supposed to take a flight to Ilorin. This happened around like 12 o'clock. I'd already like started packing my things. It's by 3 o'clock. I struggled because in BINGHAM, you must do pass. You will write pass. Go from one place to another. They must sign. You will sign. Also, you can leave school. When I finally got my lecturer's place in my faculty, I must call my dad that, like, because exam was the next week. She has to call my dad that she cannot allow me that exam is next week. So I gave her my dad's number. She talked to my dad. My dad allowed me. So even when I even got to the park, she told me, what time is your flight? I was like 3 o'clock. She was like, you cannot make it. So they didn't book the flight. So around 5 o'clock, this is how all of us, me and my parents, they were supposed to go to church. We were all looking at each other. Oh, so my dad like, okay, let me go on a night bus. Long luxurious bus. It's going to be like better and more comfortable than all this smoker. But I didn't leave Abuja until like 10 o'clock. I didn't even sleep well because I call it. The plan was that when I get to somewhere in Ibadan, because when they get to that place, I'll drop at Ibadan. Then my dad had a friend, he has a friend in Ibadan. Then he'll pick me from that place and take me to like a park where I'll go to Ilorin. So when I got to Ilorin, so when we got there, God, I stressed like baby guy. What happened was that first of all, when I met her, she told me that I should go to Composite. That was the Composite that man texted me. I didn't know Composite is like the computer like center in UNILORIN. So we went to Composite, like we were feeling everything. Like they helped me feel like the things that I was supposed to feel. Then I think the deputy vice chancellor called them, or they called her, something like that. She know that they should not use their computer to like pay it in for me, because if anything happens, I would say that it was UNILORIN that accepted my admission. So meanwhile, when I was in the office, the man was like, "Are you sure you can do it? Now is in 1 month." Yes, they called her that the payment of the portal was not open. That she should order in the opening of the portal so that they can pay in, so that I can pay in my acceptance fee, my transfer fee. So that's when she's like that. They should not help me. And mind you, they opened the portal for me. Who is my daddy? Me. The Lord Jesus Christ is my daddy. Like, even like when this woman called me back the next day, she was like that she couldn't sleep. That this girl has been calling her, this girl has been disturbing her, and she had admission all along. So that's where like the whole genetics. Somebody that I don't know from Adam, she was like that she could not, because like I've been calling her, I've been disturbing her, that definitely she has to help me. Like, and I went back to her office. I like, Maz, the portal is not open for me to pay. So she like, let's go to school. That the deputy vice chancellor is there, so that she will talk to her and beg her. And then they were having inaugural lecture then. So she was showing that the deputy vice chancellor said that I should just be patient. And like the portal will open, and I should be trying that once it opens like this. I think she said in 1 hour or so that she's going to close the portal back. So this was her waiting. Even in the night, this woman that I was talking about that helped me, she messaged me around 10 o'clock that I should be checking the portal. I should keep checking the portal, because if it opens and he closes, that I'm on my own. This I was checking when I could not sleep. I would sleep, I wake up, I would check. That's how the next day. And I checked it. And it was open. And I paid my money. and I became a UNILORIN student too. I feel like so many things are missing now. Yeah, that's how I was able to like enter into University of UNILORIN. Let me know if you like this video. Please, if you like it, share, subscribe, share to your friends, repost, and just encourage somebody in a time like this. January to UNILORIN, in March, lockdown started, strike, blah, 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 blah. I'd like to just you guys about like my waiting period, how I was able to overcome it, because it was a lot for me and it was this close for me to going to be back to BINGHAM. So if you want to hear about this story, please just tell me in the comment section if you like this type of chit chat, because at some point back and forth, and like there were so many things missing in this video. But mind you, like everything I wanted like some months ago, like I just had that, and the Holy Spirit was just reminding me like everything I told God, it came out. So I want to encourage you today, how you want it to be. Please tell God. It may not happen immediately, but eventually it will happen.